When you have an autistic child, adult or not, it can be challenging taking them on vacation. Well, this is why I tend to take my son on vacation, but I'm also going to talk about why that's changing. Let's talk about it. Hey, everybody, I'm Ben Blackman. This is the After Us Project. Thanks for being here. Would love it if you subscribed. And I just going to talk about vacation. So, again, this is kind of another story style video, so I hope you enjoy it. But typically we go, and when I say we, it's usually me, my older son Jace, and then my autistic younger son Evan. And a lot of we'll go together. But the last several years, my parents will go, and even my sister and her adult kids go. And so there's a lot of people and stuff. So I've always kind of taken them on vacation about once a year. We usually go to this place called Fripp Island in South Carolina. If you've ever seen Forrest Gump, then a part of the Vietnam scene was filmed out there. So, or if you've seen The Big Chill, that was really close in Beaufort, which is, anyway, not that you need to know all that. But the last couple of years, or last year, we went to Hilton Head, and that's what we're doing again this year. And so sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge, and some years are better than others. Last year, Evan he really just didn't want to do much, and it was hard to get him to do much. And I got to tell you, part of me was kind of glad. Like, I didn't want to do much. I just wanted to not have to do a bunch, but I felt bad because he was just there, watching his tablet, or, he'd go down to the swimming pool. We'd rented a house with a swimming pool and that kind of thing. But getting out to the beach, he wouldn't do it. And the year before, we went to the beach every day. And even years before that, I mean, he loved going out to the ocean. He loved being, and it's so funny, because a lot of times when he's out, he'll hold his ears just in general. But usually when we're at the ocean, he doesn't do that, usually at all. So that's kind of an interesting side note. But anyway, when we go to the beach, I usually don't take, we don't go out to dinner. Like Evan and I just stay home and that kind of stuff. And I've talked about this before, but it's easy to not do things, right? It's easy for me to say, nah, I just don't want to get into all that. Let's just stay home. We're not going out to dinner. We're not going to do that kind of thing. It's just, I don't want to deal with that, blah, blah, blah. But I'm really doing him a disservice by not taking him out. So this year, it was going to be a little different. So Evan's mom had said, hey, do you want me to, which was really nice of her. I mean, super nice. She was like, do you want me to come get him like halfway through, and then you can spend the rest of the time with your family? Or do you want me to keep him all week? Or do you want, something else or whatever? And initially I thought that's what we were going to do. Like, she'd come get him or bring him like halfway in the week or something. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I want him to be there the whole time. Yeah, I know that's extra work, if you can call it that, for me, but it gives me an opportunity to ask for help, because most of the time what happens is I don't ask anybody else in my family for help. I just say, I'll take care of it because I know what to do, right? And I never give them the opportunity. Now, my parents, they used to help, but they're older now, and it's just will be a little tough on them. But like my sister, and she would love to. She would be glad to. Although one day I'll tell you the stories about the 2 times she did watch Evan, which did not turn out well. She feels so bad about that, but it's really a couple of good stories. Anyway. But it gives an opportunity for that, and an opportunity for me to take him out to dinner with everybody and that kind of thing, and get him, with the family. I'm gonna make him sit in the living room a little bit more, and he and I are definitely going to the beach, if not every day, most every day. Where we have the house, it's just, you can walk to the beach in like less than a minute. I mean, it's close. So. And I'm going to make sure that he and I get out and walk, just do regular walks and stuff. And so he's going to do a lot more, and I'm going to do a lot more. And I'm going to, count on my family doing some things. I'm going to ask, some of my nieces and stuff, hey, can you watch him for a little bit? And it's a little scary because, he's an adult, but he doesn't realize he's supposed to not run around in his underwear sometimes, so that's a little scary. Or, just some of those other things. But, it's good for him, and I think it's good for them, and it's good for me. Obviously I'll still be taking care of him most of the time. So I just wanted to kind of tell you that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not saying that this is what you need to do. I'm not saying what I'm doing is right or wrong or what you're doing is right or wrong. I don't know. We're all kind of going through this together. If I get a tip or a trick or something like that, I'm going to tell you. And I read about them all the time, and I try different things. But regardless of what you choose to do, I just wanted to tell you this is what I'm doing. I want to get outside the bubble a little bit of just kind of status quo and not getting him out. I've been doing that at home a lot more often, where I'm taking him to the store a lot more often. We took him to Dollywood for his birthday. I'll tell you about that another time. That was a good story, actually. But I just kind of wanted to get that out. So, to let you know what I'm doing to try to help, not just for him, but for me too. Okay, that's it. Please subscribe if you like this. Not every video is a story like this one is, but sometimes they will be. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.